First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, everyone. This is Fox 12 Now. Thanks for joining us. We're live streaming here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom. We're here every weekday at 1 o'clock. We go throughout the afternoon. We cover a wide range of topics on here. Today, we're talking about something coming up this weekend, and that is Record Store Day. What is Record Store Day? It's a day to go buy some vinyl albums, but it's a lot more than that. And we wanted to find out more about this in case you don't know, and also if you do know, talk to you about what's coming up this weekend. To do so, we've got Chris Metz from the Record Pub. And Chris, great to have you here on the show with us today, live from, I'm assuming, the Record Pub. We have behind you right there. For anybody who doesn't know, Chris, could you tell everybody just a little bit about yourself and where you're at there with the Record Pub?
Well, first of all, thanks for having us on. And we're heavy into a prep day here, getting ready for Record Store Day, which is this Saturday, April 18th. We open at 7 a.m. that day, and it's essentially a national holiday for record stores where people come out and celebrate collecting and all their favorite music and, basically appreciating the art of record stores. And there's no better place for record stores in the country than Portland. We're the Record Pub. We've been open about 4 years. We're kind of a unique setup in that about half of our space is a record store, and then we obviously have a pub too. So we cater to a lot of different types of events. Certainly we sell records and we sell beer, but we do a lot of special events, listening parties, private events, you name it, we do it. We have live music, as you know. So it's developed into a really cool spot over the last 4 years.
I mean, yeah, that's everything kind of coming into one and bringing in so much of like Portland and the Northwest and the creativity and arts all together with something like that. And, for Record Store Day, could you, for people who don't know, do you know any of the history of that or how it got started and ultimately, though, what it really means for record stores?
Yeah, well, I can't speak to all the great people that set it up. We love Record Store Day. It's been around for a while now, and as soon as we decided to start this venture, first thing on our list is can't wait to get involved with Record Store Day, because we were on the customer side of it, going to the various stores in town, or if we were out and about in another city, enjoying that day. And it's just an awesome day filled with exclusive releases for independent record stores throughout the country. So on that day, we'll have probably 250 Record Store Day titles. But beyond that, it's a day we put out tons of great used records. We do all sorts of programming. We have a tap takeover with Fort George Brewing. We have live music, and we have a mimosa happy hour, and we have goodies for people in line. And it's just a fun, full day. And what we see is even, people we might see once or twice a year, even if they don't buy anything, they'll pop in and basically help us celebrate that day.
That's cool. And just bringing everybody together then, it sounds like.
Yeah, totally. It's a total community day for us. We have lots of different businesses in the neighborhood here who chip in with the breakfast items and basically all the elements of the day, and they want to be a part of it too.
And at the end of the day, it's a celebration of music, and vinyl albums and just what that means. And for you, what do you think it is about, holding a vinyl album or finding this something that you've been looking for, discovering something new that makes it such a special experience?
We get that question all. I think everybody's got that, their own version of why it is cool or special. And for me, it's just very intentional. You're not clicking a button on your phone. You're sitting down on your couch. You're placing this record on the turntable, and it's a tactile situation. And then you flip it. You're more in tune with what's going on, I think. But I think everybody's got a different kind of take on it.
Yeah, and for something like this too, it's whatever that take is that you have, but then bringing it back together and coming back to that idea, of the community aspect and just coming in and celebrating. So for this one coming up, I don't know if you could, but would you be able to show us, just a little bit around the shop, maybe around the pub, and just give everybody an idea of what to expect on something like a Record Store Day?
Well, so our setup is unique in that we have all of our record bins are on wheels. So we completely overnight on Friday, we'll flip the entire place and basically make it one-way traffic, which makes it super organized. You don't have to just, find the box that has your particular record in it. It's kind of single file throughout the store. And it gives you the chance to kind of take a breath, because people are super excited. They have FOMO coming out their ears. They've got their list of things that they want. So we try to make it super organized for them. And then they get through the line. A lot of them kind of just shift over to the bar side then. And then, it's definitely more than a transactional day. There's a lot of people that can, hang out throughout the day and take advantage of a lot of the programming that we do.
And for the record store day itself, a lot of artists put out specific records on this day. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, there's more than we'll be carrying about 250 record store day titles. It's not all the titles, but on a typical week, we might have 10 to 20 new releases. So this is a new release day on in kind of supercharged mode.
For those out there who may be going out for their first record store day, or maybe they're veterans of it, but do you have a strategy you would recommend on how to? Yeah.
First thing, the list comes out about 2 months before record store day. A lot of people don't look at it until the week of. So here we are. Now we're talking about it, right? Make your list. Figure out what you want, what's important to you, and then figure out where you're going to go. There's, like I said, it's independent record stores basically throughout the nation that want to be part of record store day. And so there's several here in Portland. So figure out which store has what you're looking for. Every year we publish our complete list of what we're carrying for record store day on Instagram and on our website, just so people know that. We would hate to have somebody stand in line for a few hours only to find out that we didn't even get that record in, because we don't buy all of them, but we buy a lot of them.
And so they can go there and take a look at that. And, do you happen to have any examples there that we could take a look at? Or is that top secret? Is that stuff that you can't show?
I mean, is Taylor Swift really top secret? I don't think so.
Fair enough.
Taylor, and I grabbed, like I said, we're in the middle of pricing and prepping all day today. I grabbed one for you, just priced this Judas Priest record that comes out on Saturday.
Yes, absolutely.
Always popular is the Grateful Dead records. We just priced this box set. It's a wide variety. We have jazz, we have, pop, we have alternative, we have heavy metal, hip hop. We try to get in a good selection of things. And when we ask our customers well in advance around the time we're ordering what they want in terms of the titles. So we try to stock up accordingly.
So people can go ahead and, put in their recommendations or suggestions. But at this point now, it's getting ready for Saturday. As you mentioned, you've got all that going on. So this Saturday, what time would you recommend somebody start lining up? Or what time do people start lining up?
Well, we open at 7 a.m. and, we're kind of first to open up in town. And I always recommend, make a day of it. Come to the record pub. If you don't get everything you want, there's plenty of other stores opening up later in the day that are participating in record store day. And surely they'd love your support too. So, make a day of it. Kind of, if you don't get everything, accent it along the way. There'll definitely be a line at 7 a.m. for sure. We have goodie bags for the first 100 people in line, filled with all sorts of great stuff, including one of the bags has 2 tickets to see Weezer this fall. So there's some pretty good stuff in there this year. But but as soon as people walk in the door, the message is everybody have fun and relax, because again, the FOMO can kind of set in and you kind of reach that bit of panic if you can't find a particular record. We're here to help. We put out tons of great used records that day, in addition to the record store day stuff. So it's a heck of a dig.
Nice. Well, Chris, thanks, for joining us here to talk about this, and just for what you all do. It's fun, and bringing people together like that in this kind of manner, just to get, to talk about music, to talk about records, just to have a good time, support the economy. It just seems like great stuff all around. And those bands too that are putting those out. I mean, Taylor Swift is doing okay. I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah, she's doing all right.
I think she'll get by somehow. But all the other ones too that are out there. Any final thing that you want to let people know about?
Well, just that, we have so much fun with the day, and it's so meaningful to small record shops like us to have these days. We're so grateful to be a part of Record Store Day, and that all these people come out to celebrate with us, and the appreciation is just off the charts, and we love it. And those are important days for small businesses.
Absolutely. Supporting the economy on top of everything else and supporting small businesses, in Portland and all over the country with Record Store Day. So
yeah,
really
it's a big deal.
Chris, for people who want to know more about your shop, where's the best place for them to do so?
At the Record Pub on Instagram is your best kind of timely source. And then therecordpub.com
All right.
is a great resource too. And again, we're going to publish our complete list of what we've got in for Record Store Day as soon as we finish counting.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us here on Fox 12 Now.
All right, thanks a lot, Greg.
And for everybody watching, again, we are live streaming here. We get to do these longer form segments and talk about things like that you can go participate in, and supporting local businesses, communities, music lovers, all of the above with Record Store Day, and this one being at the Record Pub. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We're going to continue on. If there's breaking news, I'll have that for you, but we've got plenty of other topics and conversations and segments ahead for you. Back here in a minute with more Fox 12 Now.